But I want to tell you about a situation that developed, and I think injected a tremendous amount of creativity into venue that led to the result we wanted. So let me explain. I have to give you a little bit about the backstory. Like every case, when we took on this new client, we considered, do we want state or federal venue? If we want state court, how do we preserve venue in the county, which is important for us under the rules? Venue in the first place, how do we address preliminary objections? And then forum nonconvenience. So these things were always in our minds as we were beginning the case. And the backstory concerned a man in his 40s who lived in near Easton, Pennsylvania, 3 kids, worked for Metropolitan Life, but was a hunter. He and his son liked hunting, and they would hunt deer with bow and arrows in season. He ended up, as a result of a hunting accident, paralyzed. Our guy Doug and his son saw on TV, they used to watch the hunting shows, and they saw on TV something that would permit them to work up in a tree hands-free while they were installing those kinds of seats that hunters use to sit in a tree while they're waiting for deer to come by so they can hunt them with bow and arrow. Tree stands, they're called. He was supposed to not use those products solely. He was supposed to use them with some type of a hunter's harness, a climbing harness that hunters use. Either a vest harness or a regular harness. Have the harness on, take one strap, and take the rope strap, put it around the tree, and use that other webbing as a climbing aid just to help him move up the tree. So we thought, well, direct sales, what kind of business is that? How do you do business regularly if you're doing direct sales, and where do you do it? So we started investigating. We thought, well, maybe they sell directly to people in Philadelphia. We continued to pursue the direct sales venue theory. We did some research on it, and the first answer was, there are no cases saying that direct sales constitute doing business in the county. No cases at all. On the other hand, we thought, there are no cases saying it doesn't. And what is business today? Direct sales are huge. How many of us are on the internet at Christmas time or holiday time buying all our gifts that way? Does that constitute a sale if I'm sitting in Philadelphia, and live in Philadelphia as I do? Does that constitute a direct sale to me and doing business regularly? And we continued to develop that theory, although there was no case law on it, because I really did believe in it. I believe it's doing business. If not, what is it? And where is it, again? We found out, and we asked for discovery for the 5 years before the incident. Believe it or not, Cabela's, because it's so sophisticated, had its sales, could through its computer, identify how many sales to each zip code in Philadelphia were made, the value of each sale. So we got the list of the zip codes and how much to each zip code and tallied them up. Over the years, there were direct sales to about 30,000 customers in Philadelphia. The revenue from those sales were about $6 million to Philadelphia residents, just direct sales. The purchase value of Cabela's from Philadelphia vendors was almost $8 million. And the credit card holders in Philadelphia who owned Cabela's paid Cabela's for their use of the card in Philadelphia over $22 million in interest and fees over those 5 years. Did this in our response to the preliminary objections on venue, and we prevailed.